Alright, well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Teddy's Haven. This has been a really nice game so far, honestly. It's been like super chill and super cool. And I got to talk a little to, not like really sit down and like talk to him, but I got to have a little chat with the dev. So, dear shopkeeper, I hope you can help a small creature in need. I found a young bear cub in the forest. He was hurt and very weak. He's still small, but I believe he can get better with some care. I've been calling him Teddy. Your shop has many helpful items. I believe one of your health potions could help heal him faster. I'm not a healer, but I've seen those potions work before. Can't say to look after him, but I think he'll be safe with you. Maybe he'll grow to be a friend, a protector, or just a reminder that kindness matters. Aww. So we did technically do this at the beginning last time. But if you recall, it only saves at the end of the day. So I use the healing potion. Yay! He better now. Discover a note and a card tucked beneath Teddy. Dear friend, thank you so much for taking care of little Teddy. When we first found him hurt, I was really worried. But thanks to your kindness and care, he's feeling much better now. Since he'll still get stronger, he may need help moving around. You can now pick him up and carry him when he needs it. He trusts you, and being close to you makes him feel safe. Taking care of someone doesn't stop after one kind moment. It means being there again and again. That's how your bond with Teddy will grow. Thanks again for everything. You're making the world a kinder place. Pressing Wanderer. Aww. So this is the real Teddy. The dev had a dog named Teddy. Oh yeah, you in fact can pick him up. Cool. Very cool. Well, I don't really have a good spot for poor little Teddy here. But I'll bring him over and lay him down here in the house. That way he's a little out of the way, but he's not, you know, like completely out of the way. Go ahead and mount up because that makes us faster, and there's plenty of things to do around here. There has been an update to the game since the last stream. Ooh, you can now purchase empty crates. Cool. That's something that I wish Supermarket Sim would add, is some way to freaking have a crate. Yeah, that's nice, actually. I like that. Let's go ahead and pay our summoner's tribute. There's new shelves, Shelving at level 1. That's cool. I have heard that there is some new stuff. I'm just kind of looking over things. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and wander about and see. The shoppers will always be giving exact change. There's an update going live in about 5 minutes to fix that. Oh, alright. In that case, I'll probably go through the current day, and then I'll restart and pick up that update. So, by the way, for those watching like the VOD or whatnot, that is the dev, Maverick Wolf. So, no worries. I probably would have just been like, oh, this is interesting. Like they're all just giving me exact change. I wouldn't have even thought of that as like a bug. I would have just thought that was random chance happening. I mean, I guess maybe after a while I might have realized, but not immediately. So, but yeah, I'll look into picking up the update once it's live. So, so yeah, I guess there's going to be another update here in a moment. Which is really funny, because I just, updated the game with the last update. And they came out, what, yesterday? I think it said? Something like that. Oh, also, something I learned is that the mounts have a normal and a running speed. So we can zoom on a mount. Might be a little too fast even while on a mount with the running. But it's okay, because I mean we can just turn off the run when we need to. It's not a big deal. When I need to travel a long way, it is kind of nice. Could be nice for collecting Outofboundium and stuff. But yes, so, like I was saying, I did get to talk to the dev a little bit, and discovered that, yes, indeed, Quark was, in fact, a reference to the Lunar games. I also posted that as a short up onto YouTube, as I'm sure those who are watching the VOD are probably aware. And the sheer, like, duality of the internet showed up. I got one comment that was like, bro, that was like, it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it's not that funny. I got one comment that was like, this is kind of cool. This gave me a laugh. And then I got a third comment that was like, bro, I like almost died laughing at this. I'm like, cool. We got the entire range of emotions on the freaking Quark clip. It's so funny. I didn't even know you could leave comments on shorts, but apparently you can. I literally only discovered that because people left comments on that short. I don't know, I don't like even watch shorts almost ever. So I have been told that they're a good way to get like video retention. Like, not video retention, but like new viewer. Like, because people will watch a short, right? And they'll be like, oh, hey. I like this person. And then they'll like watch a second short by the same person. And they'll be like, oh, maybe this person actually wants, maybe I should like think about watching this person. As opposed to, you go on YouTube and the videos are like 5 hours long. Alrighty. Have a good day. But yeah, instead of like, they go on YouTube and the video's like 5 hours long and then they're like, do I want to even give this a try? My problem is I'm never really sure what to make into shorts. Like, you would think, well, do the comedic bits. Duh. Except that I don't feel like I have a lot of, like, comedic bits, Like, I'm not really a comedy person. I'm more of just a constantly chat and don't shut up person. I'm more of a chill stream than a comedy, If that makes sense. Oh yeah. That's right. The stuff that I put in there should now be available. Because it goes straight into because like here's the Azure Berry Jam here. And somewhere I should have some refined manasite. Yeah, there you go. Didn't I need 10 of that? I've only got 6. That's a little unfortunate. Your first jams are a bit lumpy, but oh so lovely. That's the achievement I just got. Well, we are processing some ores, so that's good. Let's go over here, was it? Yes, right here. They said they needed 10. Yeah, crouch base for statue. 10 refined manasite. Okay. So, yeah, we'll have to do that tomorrow then. That said, I have heard that there are a lot of, like, things that can spawn in the world. I don't know what all there is. I've been told there are other dragons that are based off of the Lunar games. So I would assume that means a red, a blue, and a black dragon. Although I don't know if the blue dragon's name was ever stated. So there might not be. Because Reuben, something I totally forgot when Quark was mentioning, you know, Reuben. I completely forgot that that is the name of the black dragon in Lunar. So if there's a Reuben, I don't know if Reuben is the Silver Star Dragon or if it's the Eternal Blue Dragon. I don't think the Blue or Black Dragon had a name in Silver Star. I think it was only in Eternal Blue that all the dragons had names. I don't even think the Red Dragon had a name in Silver Star. I think it was just Quark that had a name. Because he's like the only one that is like alive when you meet him. Like the Red Dragon you meet and they've already been killed by Galleon and his minions. The Blue Dragon, like, meets you and is like, yeah, whatever. And then, like, sends you on your way and then immediately dies right after. And then the Black Dragon is, like, a super important fight because that's when Alex becomes the Dragon Master. Which is really cool. He gains the might of the Dragon Master and awakens via the power of love. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I don't remember what the Blue Dragon's name is in either game. Or if it's even, like, mentioned. I don't know, I really need to sit down and play more Lunar 2. And I will, eventually. But yeah, this game is on Steam for anybody who wants to give it a try. You know? If it looks even a little interesting, or if you're a fan of like Supermarket Simulator, feel free to check it out. I have enjoyed it so far, but I also just really did enjoy Supermarket Simulator a lot. I've been thinking about, now that Supermarket is like full release, I've been thinking about looking into starting things over, so that we don't have issues with any of the mods. And then, you know, just having fun and playing it and, you know, seeing where we can get with it again. There is a part of me that really badly wants to look for a mod akin to what the Grumps had, where they could just like set the prices to just about anything. And part of that is just the, like, after a while you kind of do get tired of just not having much in the way of money. Oh hey, there's a dude over here. And so I've been thinking about the possibility of, like, seeing if such a mod exists outside of, you know, the Game Grumps, because their mods were specially made for them, so they don't have those mods. Like, they're not publicly available, I mean. You know? Oh, I thought there was a dude over here, but it's just the statues. I think I just saw one of the statues and just thought it was a person. Oh well. That's no biggie. I see our turtle is still there. He seems to always be there. Apparently, like all of the creatures in the world that can spawn are like random. Like what will be in your world at any given time is like completely random. So, one of the other people in the Discord was like, yeah, I didn't even see Quark until like fall of year 2. I was like, good lord. So, like, even though that was like a big thing for me, it's just that was completely random apparently. There's every chance I could have not ever seen him. So, there does not appear to be a water spirit today. But that's alright. We'll just make our way over to our turtle friend over here. And I'm sure we can get some kind of a small boost in our profits from him. There we go. All right. Whee! I will say, having learned about the mount speed, like the mount run, like, that's really handy when you have to go, like, an extended, you know, distance. Like, this is really fast. That said, the fairies look like they go away when you, like, quit. Because I don't have the fairies with me. In the time before language, the world held 4 crystals, one for each breath of nature. When darkness rose, the crystals lit 4 torches. Brave stars, they were called. But one torch chose silence. It walked with the dark, not to destroy it, but to understand it. The others feared it, till they realized they needed it. Thank you for knowing that not all light shines the same. Yay! Increased profits. The dev did say that, like, that is technically still a work in progress. Like, the boosts that each of these guys gives. Because 10% is kind of a lot. Especially when you've got, like, multiple. Yeah, see? Hacker Fairy! I have the green fairy again. So if I run around enough, I'll find them all again, but I'm not that worried about it this time. They don't actually do anything yet. You know, they're just kind of there for the look. And since they don't do anything yet, I'm not too worried about, you know, going out to hunt for them. But we have a general idea of where they all are, at least. So, should the day come when the fairies do offer benefits, you know. Hello, Skirks. But yeah, should the day come when the fairies do actually offer benefits, we can go hunt for them. You know? Like, we have a general idea of where they are. But Not too worried about refinding all of them since they don't stay with us after a save and quit. That said, I am collecting a lot of stone here. Looks like we're even getting a ×3 boost now. Scales. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna run around and like try to collect everything each day. I'm kind of giving everything like a quick look just to see if there are like the special dudes spawned anywhere. But I don't know that I'm gonna go like hunting for, you know, every single freaking item out there. Especially since, I mean, you know, we're not using and or selling the majority of this stuff, you know. Like maybe if I was actually selling all of the nightshade that I'm collecting, but I'm not. Like all of this nightshade here is just like there, you know. Same with the elder milk and the whisper wool. Like, I'm collecting it so that later, when we have the ability to like refine stuff, you know, we'll be able to use it. But it's really not a big deal right now. So I will say that unless I'm missing something, it does not appear that any of the other creatures are here today. It's just the turtle. I have been told that the dev is in the game. And he's, you know, being the dev, he is like the absolute best, like, mythical creature. And gives you like the best stuff. But I don't know what he looks like, and I don't know where he is normally. I was only told, and I quote, "You'll know him when you see him." So, apparently it will be fairly obvious what the dev looks like, because he's like completely different from everything else. Which makes sense, you know, being the dev and all. Okay. I think I've collected the majority of stuff. Again, I don't feel like sitting here and collecting absolutely everything every time. Because there's a lot. You know? Like, there's a lot of stuff. I think once we've collected all of these ember berries over here, and we finished interacting with all the sheep, I think we'll head back to the shop. Whoops, that spawned in the tree. Can you say one thing? Yes? Oh, hey. Thanks for the sub. I always appreciate everybody who subs, you know? That's it, because you're finally at your PC again. Nice. Oh, okay. Violet Fairy. And if we come up here, there are the dinos. There's Cerulean. What's the game like? I mean, it's basically just like Supermarket Simulator, except that it's a fantasy world. And you get this little, like, open world exploration bit where you can go out, scrounge for resources. You're not just limited to what you can buy off the market. You know, anything I'm collecting here can be sold. There's no combat. Nope. There is no combat. The dev has actually stated that the world that we're in here is a special world where people basically aren't even allowed to, like, fight each other. So they said something along the lines of, like, you know, adventurers will come in to buy swords, but to use them, they must leave the world. So there is no combat, there is no plans for combat. It's supposed to be a peaceful world where you're, you know, buying and selling, and it's just fantasy instead. And I like that. Honestly, that's what really attracted me to it, was the fact that it's a fantasy setting. Like, you're not just going out and, you know, buying and selling the usual, you know, sushi or ice cream, or, you know, you're like going out and, like, selling swords and axes and health potions, stuff like that. And if you saw my short that I posted on YouTube, or the clip that I posted, you know, on Twitch here, you'll know there's a white dragon named Quark that is a reference to the Lunar games, and left me like dying laughing in my seat because I thought it was so great. But yeah, I mean, this is the shop. I'm selling some swords, I've got some potions, I've got potatoes and carrots and berries, and even little toy slimes. So, I'm hoping that in a later update there will be a way to search the bag of endless storage. Since there currently isn't. And unfortunately, that does make it a little difficult when you're selling stuff. To be like, okay, let me come in here and look through all of this stuff and try to find, you know, the item. But I can generally pull just a lot of it out as crates like this and just kind of set it aside for now. And that generally works pretty well. So, let's see. Why don't we... Oh, it's 700 coin. I only have 400. I thought I had more than I actually had. That's fine. I'm gonna grab a couple of these. Oh. Yeah, I did buy one of them. Oh, I see. Never mind. I did have the resources to buy the area. Cool. In that case, I'll put those there. I'll move this big table over here. And then we'll bring this weapon rack over, and then we'll buy another weapon rack. Or no, I bought another weapon rack already. And what I'm going to do here is... I'm not currently selling any of the rust bites which are these daggers. So I'm going to go ahead and set those up. Also, freaking... There we go. The getting around the shop is like the mount is too fast. The mount is too fast for getting around just the shop here. Let's buy another extra for just to have on hand. Let's set the price to $6.70. That should be fine. We'll up these to $7.10. 150 is good there. 150 is good there. 670 is fine. $1.70. $1.40. 90 cents. Yeah, that should be good. $40. 120. 160. Yep. I like it. I think we're good. Interesting. I have 3 paint. I mean, I'll take it. I don't remember having 3 extra paint left, but I'll take it. I won't complain. It's also important to note that what you're like looking at right now is the medium graphics setting, because I just like that better. I think it looks better, personally. You can go in and up it to like Epic, for example. You know, where the dark becomes really dark and the bright becomes really bright. And so everything becomes hard to see. But that's why I'm okay with just the medium. You know? The medium is fine by me. Maybe a little bit of the Epic on the shadows. We could even turn like the texture quality up, maybe. The view distance can go up. Yeah, that looks really good, actually. That's a good compromise, I think. I think that's a good compromise between the Epic, like everything that's dark is dark and everything that's bright is bright. And like the medium, you know, graphic. I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and you know what? I think I'm gonna hire a cashier. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. Can I move my... No. I cannot move my cashier. Okay. I can't move my register at all. That's fine. He's kind of awkward. Like, he's kind of awkward. You know? Maybe I can put him somewhere else. Let me think. We'll put you out there for a second, sir. If I move stuff more like over here. Then I can put him over here. Just kind of put him over here in this corner. That should work pretty well. Let me put this fairly center. You know, I mentioned that I didn't have a lot of recommendations, but I can think of one right now, which is some manner of snap to grid system. I think that would help. But yeah, that should help enough as it is. So, got a little cashier over here. Cool. I like the way that it handles. I like the scroll of registering. And let's activate the Candle of Time. And now you'll see adventurers are going to start pouring out of the portal out there. And they'll make their way over here. And they'll come in and buy. Buy. Plenty of things to buy. The problem with having that area over there is that I can't see over there. I just kind of have to hope that it's, like, you know, pretty well stocked. Or, you know, every once in a while run over and double check. Everything is really well stocked right now because, you know, we just started and I always stock ahead of time. I am going to go ahead and purchase an extra set of the weapons. Those types. Oop. We have a customer. And apparently there's currently a glitch where they always give exact change. I'm okay with this at the moment. I would call that a feature, not bug. I would say is not bug, is feature. Then I don't have to do the math. But it's a bug, and he did push out, like, just a few minutes ago, a, like, bug fix. So. My cashier is too good at the moment. I know that it'll get like super busy by the end of the day, which is why I grabbed him, because holy crap. At the end of the day, it does get super busy. Exact change. Honestly, I kinda am perfectly okay with that at the moment. I will update after the day ends because it only saves at the end of the day. But I'm kind of okay with this bug right now. I'm getting a bonus from the giant turtle and from Teddy's care. Got it. So like the level of the Teddy's love here does in fact give me a bonus, which is cool. Don't mind me, just gonna go ahead and restock. How are these doing? These are alright. It is a little dark in that corner here at night. So it probably wouldn't hurt to get me another light over there. Heck, it feels really dark even right here now. Begging level 9! Let's get a chandelier. Oh yeah, that helps. That helps a lot, actually. I think I'll buy another chandelier while I'm... Well, I don't have a bunch of customers lined up because I can put that up here. Shop level 6! Yay! I've gained enough experience to level up the shop even more. Ooh, blue and red. My blue and red slimes are running low. These are purple. Yes, these are purples. Is there anything? Nope. Okay. Can be a little difficult to see, like, the back line of the slimes in the crate here. Like, it looks like the crate's empty, but as soon as I drop this, you'll see that there's still 2 left in there. I am out of swords. This is the problem with swords. So, well, with both swords and daggers, actually. They sell fast. Like, you can't stock as many of them, so you run out pretty quickly. That's also why, like, while everything else really only has 1 shelf, the swords and the daggers have 2 shelves. So, it still feels a little dark, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to look at the graphic settings a little bit. Like, I definitely turned up something that made things dark, and I'm betting it's shadows. Yep, it's the shadows. The shadows make things dark, which makes sense. I mean, they're shadows. That is the point. I don't like it. I really think I'm just going to keep it at medium because I can see. But no offense, but I think I'm just going to keep the shadows at medium because I can actually see. Like, I have bad eyesight. You know? Like, this isn't an issue with the game. This is an issue with me. I have bad eyes. And just darkness is just too dark for me. You know? Like, when there's darkness, it looks really dark. And when there's brightness, it's just too bright. So, again, not a problem with the game. It's legitimately an issue with me. Like, I actually have to wear sunglasses when I go out. And people are going to be like, well, everybody has to wear sunglasses when they go out, Serene. But I mean, like, legitimately, without sunglasses, I can't see at all when I'm out. Like, the sun is too bright. But also, it's not just like I need sunglasses to see. I'm talking like it can be, kind of dark because of like clouds, and I still need sunglasses. So oh, I only needed one sword. Okay. Like I said, it's not the game's fault. It's entirely my freaking eyes are the worst. This is also one thing that I really like about this over Supermarket. I can sit here and stock and buy stuff even at the end of the day. And that is super useful. Blood slimes. Okay. That should be good. How you doing, dude? Yeah, I sold a bunch of stuff. Here's Teddy. We'll stop and level up our points with Teddy here a little bit. I think we'll get him up to level 6 here. And we'll go to bed. And now it'll save. Alright. And now that it's the next day, I unfortunately need to close the game so that I can update it. Because there's an update. Because again, everybody was doing exact change like you saw. So I need to fix that. Luckily, it was an easy fix. And it is back up already. I didn't even need to pause. Day 6. And just like that, we're already back in. Alright, we should be able to give the refined manasite to these guys. Yeah! Make progress by tomorrow morning. Whoopee! And now, oh boy, there's a rainbow. Do I want to trek all the way out there to the rainbow? 'Cause, well, it's a fantasy world. And so there is, in fact, stuff at the end of the rainbow. don't know if there is a like time limit on the rainbow. Like if I have to get out to that by like a certain time, or else it like goes away. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Yay, level 8 tending. Oh, I already got that Elder Brawn, it looks like. That said, I'm not seeing any mythical creatures today. Of course, I don't know where they all are to begin with. So there could be one and I just don't see it because I don't know where it is at the moment. Level 18 mining. Nice. Give me that mining speed up. It looks like the giant turtle is over there. He might just always be there, though. Because I haven't actually had a time when he hasn't been there. So he might just always be there. Which is fine, if he is. You know, it's a guaranteed buff to your shop. Does not look like there's anything here by the castle. Oh yeah, I can definitely tell that my mining speed has gone up. It's very nice. Bloodberries. Not seeing much over here. Sangrelith ore. There's the red fairy again. Might as well grab it while we have the chance. Regardless of whether or not the fairies do anything, it's still fun to have them. I do like the idea of this world, though. Like, this is actually a really cool, like, world. You know? Just like all of the things that there are around here. Mocadiles. Nope, that's nothing. The rainbow still seems to be there, even after all this time. And we haven't gone out of bounds yet this stream. So it could be fun to go out of bounds. Whoops. I went too far. Let me come down here. Go back grabbing all of that. You do in fact zoom pretty well on these mounts. Sangrelith ore. Oh, here's our dinos again. I'm not immediately seeing any mythical creatures around. But we do have the rainbow, and that might be like on the same RNG. that determines, like, the mythical creatures. So, the rainbow could very well be the, you know, mythical creature that got rolled or whatever. I don't know if that's, you know, the case or not. I'm not making a declarative statement. I'm just saying, like, how I would do it if I were making this game. You know? Like, the thought process that would go through my brain if I was setting all these things up for myself. You know? Since each thing is supposed to be its own, you know, rarity and fun value, if you will. Funny enough, I actually did do that in the game that I'm working on. I set up a value that is just called fun, just like in Undertale. And when you make a new game, it rolls a fun value. So there may, in fact, be things that only some people will encounter. Will they be important to the lore? We'll find out. That is mostly going to depend on how much work I can, you know, actually do with the game. So, if I can get some help with it, I can do all kinds of things. But there's no way that I'm going to make the game I want to make with just me. You know? Like, I am not Toby Fox, you know? And that's the thing, and I've been seeing this go around a lot lately, which is, you know, well, if Toby Fox can do it, you know, if Toby Fox can make, you know, his game all on his own, I'm like, yeah, but one, he was already a popular, like, person before he even started developing Undertale. You know, he worked on Homestuck. Like, he's not a nobody. Like, he was, or I should say, he wasn't a nobody even when he was working on Undertale. You know? It'd be one thing if, like, well, I mean, I don't know any nobodies because, you know, they would be nobodies. You know, And it's like, I understand the idea behind what people are saying. You know? It's like, Toby Fox was a one-man person, and he made Undertale. So you can make your game too. And it's like, okay, but Toby Fox spent 7 years making a 4-hour game. Toby Fox has then proceeded to take another 10 years, which, by the way, 10th anniversary of Undertale. Yesterday, I think it was? Maybe it was the day before. I know you. I mean, that's true. I was trying to think of, like, nobodies who did things. And it's like, but there really aren't any nobodies that went out and did big things. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, everybody technically is a nobody. It's, you know, at the beginning. You know. To say, you know, well, Bill Gates created Microsoft, you know. Like, Bill Gates was a nobody. But we all know him now, you know. But yeah, you have to know them before they did said big things. And it's like, Toby Fox had already worked on big things before Undertale. You know? Because he was working on, you know, he was helping with Homestuck. And, like, yes, you could be like, well, you know, he did his Earthbound hack, but, like, that was just a hack that, like, nobody really even played to begin with. You know? Like, believe it or not, not a lot of people actually played, not as many people played that as people think. You know? And it's, you know, and I'm not here trying to say like, well, you know, I'm a nobody and I'm not able to make a game. I could make a game. Just not the game I'm wanting to try to make. Above the cliffs of Ylvar's crown, there once floated a city held by will alone. People believed in purity, and thought so focused it bent the sky itself. They never stepped on dirt, never touched rain. But when doubt crept in, the sky let go. They fell as feathers and stones alike. Thank you for standing on solid ground with me. No problem, Brow. But yeah, like, I'm not saying that, you know, somebody who's not well known can't make a game. I'm saying that if you're not well known or you don't have, like, the finances to support a team, trying to turn an idea that's in your head into a game can be really difficult. Especially when you're like me and can't think of any storylines, you know, stories, games, anything like that, that's relatively short. Like, I could point to my friend Echo. She went out and she did in fact make 2 entire games. What she did was she made 2 games, one of which is like 40 hours long. It's ridiculous. And both games were made using just whatever random thing she could get her hands on. You know, copyright freaking sprites, copyright freaking music. But she put those out there for free. And she got fans of her stuff. And then that allowed her to turn around and remake those as what they are today. The Echoed Melodies series. Where, like, she had the ability to, like, get all of the resources that she wanted and, you know, make the game that she wanted and so on. The problem is that in the current day and age, that's gonna be frowned upon. You know? You know, using just whatever resources you can get your hands on. You know, going out and freaking getting, you know, Mario sprites. Like, the game that I'm working on, I don't have any music. I don't know the first thing about composing. So, like, what do I do, you know? All I can really do is just grab music from stuff and put it in there. But of course, you can't sell that as a product. And while I don't support AI-made art, like, I don't support AI art because of the footprint, you know, like how bad it is for the environment. I think that AI art could be ethically done, but also at the same time, I think that it would be extremely difficult, and even if ethically done, you're still going to run into the issue of, you know, it's requires so much power that it's really bad for the environment. Where did the third? Like, I only got 2 of the apples there. You know? I don't think that using AI art and then trying to sell the product is, like, good. You should not try to sell AI made art because it's freaking not your copyright. You know? I'm not going to use music from Mabinogi in my game and then try to sell it. I'll release it for free, you know? I think if there was an ethical method of producing, you know, AI art that also wasn't bad, you know, for the environment, which technically you could do, you would just have to use clean power, something like nuclear. You know? Oh, and once again, this one, it dropped 3, but then I saw one like drop on me and then disappear. Of course, I have absolutely no idea how much power those like AI systems take. So, you know, a nuclear reactor may not be enough power. But it's clean, at least. And I know that there's going to be people that have been very incorrectly taught. They could be like, nuclear power isn't clean. It's exceedingly clean if you actually look into it. Yes, when it goes wrong, it causes damages. But we're past that point. Like, we're past the point where nuclear, like, fault, you know, meltdowns and whatnot are going to cause severe damage. We've figured out how to prevent that from happening. You know, the amount of people that have died in all the time that we have had nuclear reactors is so much less than the amount of people that die from car accidents or airplane accidents yearly. Like, car accidents and like airplane accidents and stuff, like, yearly are in like the, I think it's in the millions. I could be wrong. The amount of people who have actually died from nuclear reactors is literally in the thousands. Total. Like, I'm sorry, but we have so many more things that kill people way more often and are far more dangerous than nuclear power. And you don't see us sitting here being like, no, don't do that. Don't go drive a car. You could get into an accident and die. But the amount of people that have legitimately died from nuclear, like, nuclear accidents, from actual, you know, nuclear power plants, is literally only in the thousands, and that's after almost 100 years. We're coming up on like 80-something years of having nuclear power. Like, nuclear is nowhere near as bad as people think. It's just that people are poorly, like very poorly taught. Because Chernobyl was so bad And yeah, Chernobyl was super bad. I won't disagree with that. You'll also note that out of all of the nuclear power plants we have, Chernobyl is also the only one that has ever been as bad as Chernobyl was. There have been, what, 3 nuclear meltdowns in the whole history of nuclear power? How many are as bad as Chernobyl? Literally only Chernobyl. And that was back in what, the 60s? Like, nuclear power is not this great big evil thing that everybody thinks it is. I think the AI made content could be ethically done. It would be extremely difficult to do it ethically, but it could be ethically done. And could be done in a way where it doesn't, like, destroy the environment. But all that came from me trying to say, like, I don't support using AI art in, you know, a game you're trying to sell or make. But I can completely understand where people would, you know, that want to use it come from. I see a lot of villainization of people that use AI-made content. And again, I don't support the use of AI-made content, but I do completely understand where people that use it come from and why they use it. Because, unfortunately, I have absolutely no artistic ability. And I know as soon as I say that, you know, somebody's going to say, well, then, well, you can learn. Would you accept the fact that art was something that I literally spent 6 years working on learning? It was in my childhood years, yes. But I did in fact spend 6 full years drawing, maybe not every day, but like every other, every third, you know, regularly drawing. Because my brother was big into making art. And he and I kind of got into a little bit of a competition at, you know, when we were young, over like who can art better. The answer is he. Like, he arted better. He did art better. You know, he won the competition, if you want to, you know, view it as such. Like, he was just vastly superior at art than I was. after several years of working on art, it kind of became pretty discouraging when I would watch my brother get better and better and better and better at art, whereas the best that I could do, even doing all of the things that he was to learn, you know, we were following the same courses, we were learning the same things, and yet mine never progressed better than, you know, stick people, essentially. You know? Scraggly pipe arms. You know? Weird wobbly fingers. We were learning the same thing. We were using the same techniques to learn. And we both spent years trying to learn. He did good. I never figured out even the basics. For some people, and I'm sorry to say this too, a lot of, you know, the community that constantly says, like, well, just learn. But a lot of people can't. There are, in fact, people out there that just cannot learn to art. I know that's a wild concept for artists, people who have learned to art. And no offense meant to any of them. You know, I've even seen freaking people post online like, look, I'm disabled, but I can still do it. I'm like, great. That doesn't mean that just because you can, that doesn't mean everyone can. You know? There's a huge difference between people, just in general, you know? Like, I don't mean to be mean, but some people have trouble learning. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people. Oh, my Lord. Look at that. Look at that ore deposit. The train's got to go up at some point if that's up there. That is an ore deposit right there, man. I just gotta figure out how to get up to it. There's gotta be a spot somewhere that the terrain actually goes up. You know? Like maybe I just walked to the wrong spot. I'm like walking under some collision. that would otherwise exist. I definitely can't reach it from here. And I know there is some really weird collision all the way out here. And you kind of have to, like, figure it out. But there's got to be some way to get up there. There is something solid right here. Which means that if I can find where this begins, there might be, like, this might be the collision that I'm looking for. I'm just kind of pushing along against it, trying to see when I move off to the side here. Because there's got to be something around here. Like, I'm pushing against something. I have no idea what. Oh, there you go. There it is. I see. I was pushing against that. Question is how do I get from here to over there? Like, is there another collision that I need to look for? To go up? Maybe if I go out this way. Maybe I can hook into this over here. Like maybe this area has some level of collision. It's not looking good for our collision levels over here. I wish there was a way to, like, reveal the collision of the map, you know? Like, get a wireframe or something that pops up. But I mean, if this is going to be this difficult, I don't know that I'm going to care about trying to get to that second one. Unless, of course, it turns out that that one's easier to get to, but... Can't even jump here. I'm like pressing against the mountain. There's like a collision wall here. This is partly why people recommend using the warp stuff. Like collecting a bunch of the warp pylons and then like creating a network that way. Because it can be difficult to find your way around in the out of bounds here. Like, I could have just, like, entered this in a really bad spot. Oh, I have broken through. And now I climb. Oop. Well, that's the edge of my climb. Now we climb. Even higher. I think this might actually get us to where we're trying to get to. I mean, we're trying to get over to that. I think if we can get up to that unobtainium, or Outofboundium, whatever it's called. I think from there, we should be able to just fly over to the big one. Whee! Let's try. See how well our gliding takes us here. That said, I recently remembered that F12 lets you take screenshots on Steam. And so that's much better than what I was doing before, which was hitting print screen, switching over to my art program, and then pasting it into the art program and going from there. Whee! There we go. I got it. So there's another one of those on the other side of the rainbow, but I don't think I'm gonna even bother with that, considering how obnoxious it was to get to that one. But there's another of those really big freaking deposits over there. Yay, level 7 with Teddy. I don't know if there's any like limits to like the level for Teddy's bonus there or not. And I don't want to like abuse that too much, you know, because I could just like sit there and click over and over until I get like level 50 or something, and I'm getting stupid bonuses off it. But I don't feel like really doing that. I feel like that's a little cheap. But we'll see. I mean, I might still do it at some point. Depends on like how I'm feeling about our income levels. Hey, guy. Hey there. I'm ready to work. Let me get a little of the extra gold. $14 on the die. Not bad. Buddy's paycheck and summoner's tribute. $120. Altogether. Ooh, we actually are high enough to unlock a second stalker. So that's cool. Offering new shopkeepers an introductory set of items to sell. Why not? Let's see what that brings us. Bone Fang gauntlets, ashwood bow, and a hunter's quiver. Okay. And I'm going to assume that I need a new weapon display for this. One thing I do like is that, unlike Supermarket Sim, you don't get penalized for, like, having a license but then not actually selling the item. Bone Fang gauntlets. Cool. $660. Like in Supermarket Sim, I would have to buy the gauntlets, the bow, and the quiver all together because of the fact that I just like bought that license. But I don't have I don't have to on this, which is nice. I do have the chandelier over here, so that's fine. Our stock is all good. What I do need to do is get more azure berries, throw them into here. And I gotta think about what kind of ore I want to do next. I've only got 2 refined manasite after all of what we used there on the statue. It wouldn't hurt to think about getting more refiners, but that's gonna kind of be a little ways out, I think. We do have the Outofboundium. Not sure. I would assume probably one of these kind of displays, the table, if I wanted to sell that. Why don't we refine and only place ore at this location? You can only place ore at this location. Oh, so this doesn't count as ore that can be refined. Got it. That's what it's... I got a little confused there for a second. Let's get a double shelf. And we'll move things around a little bit. So that I can put this here. I just don't have a lot of space. That's sort of the issue. Like, I have more product than I have actual space for said product. Let me grab an empty crate so I can snag all this. Now we put it over here. And now we can snag all this. And we can put that over here. Box. I'm gonna set this over. Well, can I put that in there? Yes, I can. Okay. Never mind. I'm just gonna put it in there. Woo! That price. Purchase cost is $11.23. Market price $18.85. But the thing is, I'm not paying the purchase cost. That means that's all profit. Like, that $18.80, it's all profit. Because I'm gathering that. I'm not purchasing it. I guess I could sell my jams. Whoa! I forgot that I was still mounted. This will be like a one-day special because I don't have enough to like keep selling it beyond this. But we can put it here for now. $4.60. Now once again, I'm not paying any purchase costs, so like that's all that's $4.60 profit, just straight. Why don't we refine some silverite ore? I think that'll be good. And so that's running and that's running. So that'll be good. Yeah, unfortunately that is kind of expensive. The Orling. Once I have 600 again, I can definitely consider that. That is something that they added recently. So $19's close enough. Let's open the shop. I like when the shop is open, the music changes. Like, that's a neat little touch. Let's grab our rust bite, our ironclad blade. I do wonder if I like pick up an empty crate and then like try to put these in there. Will the crate like expand to fit? I think I'm out of slime toys. So maybe I wanna purchase one of each of these. Hello there. And look, not exact change anymore. Oop, that one was. That one was too. Getting that Azure Berry Gem. Get it while you can. Get that Outofboundium while you can too. Hey, there's some Outofboundium that's got sold. $9.64. Getting $17 bonus. Good Lord. Oh, she just wants some jam. $18.92. Is the other guy's, like, thing not open or something? Whoopsies. $14.36. Like, you are active, right? I don't see any way to, like, activate him. So I think he's active. They're all coming to me, though. $6.72. Nope. Somebody went to him. He do be fast. Keep accidentally closing the freaking register down. Get some more ironclad blades. And run over here with some daggers. I think this actually is in fact empty. $24.16. $17. Whoop. Okay, the backspace still doesn't work. $12.60. Okay, but y'all realize that there is a second cashier, right? We got ourselves a rogue over here, buying himself 2 daggers. $29.96. Of course, everybody knows that if you're gonna go rogue, you want to be carrying short swords, not daggers. Short swords deal 1d6 damage. Daggers only deal 1d4 damage. That's a whole 1 more damage on average. You get a 3.5 average instead of a 2.5 average. How's my stuff doing over here? Alright, actually. Not doing too bad. I do need to consider buying more gauntlets. Just in time. Oh. $7.48. Oh, exact change. Wow, not a lot of people actually bought the Outofboundium, unfortunately. Daggers. It's the daggers that go over here. $24.68. Swords go over here. It still feels dark. I don't know why. Like I have the shadows turned down. So I'm not quite sure why it feels like really dark. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it just hadn't saved that or something, because I went into the menu and came out of it and it changed the light level. That would explain why it felt dark, though, if the light level wasn't like saved correctly. $7.52. And that's it. That's the last of our customers. Oh yeah, I can see so much better now. Like, I feel like a difference between this game and Supermarket is going to be that, like, you're not going to always want to be selling everything. That's how I feel anyway. Like, the fact that you're not penalized for not selling everything all the time. I feel like a big element is going to be like, yeah, just, you know, you don't always need to sell everything that you have available. You know, like these are only bringing in less than $1 each. You know, do I really want to be selling them, kind of thing. I have no idea if I'm going to have that. Here it is. I've gone, it's in alphabetical order. Why can't I find the Outofboundium? There it is. Cool. I'll do a little bit more stocking in the morning, actually. Whoa! Dark lunacite shards. Is there stuff that can happen at night? That's a very bright rainbow. Like that rainbow is very bright in the middle of the night. Well, we're in the thousands of dollars now. Yay! Level up Teddy again. Get the Teddy bonus. I left my boulder. Here it is. Wait, I left my boulder around here somewhere. I found it. Buster. Gotta get those azure berries so that we can make some more jam. Two, three. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, hop around and go jump up into the tree for me. Thank you. To get my sun apple. Apple, 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 apple. I gotta say, it is kind of nice having the ability to like do other things than just stock the shop. It does make the days quite a bit longer. But it's kind of nice being able to do more than just like, okay, stock the shop today. Okay, now run the shop like supermarket. Apologies to the dev if he hates being like, if he hates the game being compared to it. But, I mean, at the same time, like, yeah, that's gonna happen, unfortunately, because Supermarket was the first game that was really like this. But, like, I don't know, I feel like all that I've said has been praise, you know? Because I'm usually like, I like this better than Supermarket. Like, usually when I'm comparing it to Supermarket, it's praise. When I have something that I don't like, it's not like, I like this better in Supermarket, you know? So... Hey, Orange Fairy, Gold Fairy, whatever. But yeah, I mean, this is a good game, is what I'm saying. Like, this is a good game. I'm really enjoying it. You know? And we'll definitely see, like, when the game is complete. You know? Like, we'll see how good it is at that point, too. I mean, it's already pretty good. I don't know of anything that the dev could do that would, like, ruin the game. But, you know, usually you also don't really think about that too much to begin with, you know? You don't think like, oh, hopefully the dev doesn't do this thing because that would ruin the game for me. Usually you're just like, yeah, this is good. Like, these are the good things, and then, like, here's the things I don't like, you know? You don't think about what's not in the game unless the thing that's not in the game, like, would make it better. You don't usually think about, like, I'm glad they didn't do this. Especially since, like, that list could be, like, a million things. I'm glad they didn't turn it into an RPG, you know. It sure is a good simulator game. It's a good thing they didn't make it a combat-heavy RPG. Like, you don't usually go down that route. Level 20 mining. Even faster. Now I mine even faster. Nice. This game needs a kinstone fusing mechanic. Not really. I don't think a kinstone fusion mechanic would make any sense in this. But it's something that I like. And so I have full plans to have a kinstone fusion-like mechanic in the game that I'm working on. But we'll see how many things actually end up happening. I mean, I'm a one-person team after all. Like, about all I can do is like what I can do. You know? The sad part is, like, when it comes to game creating, I have been working on making games since I was like 15. You wouldn't know it because none of it's come out. I've never actually finished any of the games that I've made. I do have a playthrough of one of the games that I worked on. And while the game itself was never finished, everything, like, from beginning to end in the game was finished. Like, you could technically play through the entire story. There were several, like, glaring issues with it. You know, graphics missing. All of the music was like copyright stuff because I had no music. I miss the days when I was not struggling so heavily with depression that I could put out something. The sands of Dalvar once shimmered with skyships and lies. A boy without crown became a blade, chasing ghosts in gold. Empires rose with air beneath their feet and fell with magic too old to hold. The mist spoke to everyone, but lied to most. Only those who listened with doubt heard the truth. That power should be held by those who do not crave it. Thank you. There's power and patience, too. Today only, increased profits 10%. I mean, that's what you always get out of him. He seems to always be there. No water elemental today, it seems. And we didn't sell a lot of Outofboundium, so I don't think I'm going to worry too much about, like, trying to go out and collect more. Not at the moment. Like, we got 250 of them, or we had 250 of them. You know, we've obviously lost some of that, or sold some of that, I suppose, not lost necessarily. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with the crystals. I mean, I can sell the crystals. You know, that's what I'm doing with the Outofboundium. But I mean, like, I don't know if there's, like, a way to, like, further refine the crystals into something else that would, like, that would earn me, like, more money than just selling the crystals straight. You know, like turning the berries into jam, for example. We have a lot of stone. Speaking of, I should head back to where the statue is and see if there is any more work to be done. And if so, we gotta find out what it needs to be done so that we can start work on it. All of these like mini goblins that are then being watched over by 3 space goblins. It's a very strange set of circumstances. And I'm sure in some way it's also a reference to something. Could be like StarCraft. Or, you know, Warcraft, back when it was actually good. I know there's no World of Warcraft players watching, but freaking seriously, let it die, please. Like, I know everybody was super excited for Chris Metzen finally coming back. But he came back, like, during Dragonflight. War Within has been terrible. In fact, War Within is, like, almost over. And there has been no War Within. Like, we went down, we fought the Spider Queen girl person. And then that was it. Nothing else has been War Within. Like, we went after the goblins for seemingly no reason. And then everybody was like, oh, we're going to Koresh in the next patch. And I'm going, no. Because if they were to do, you know, going to, you know, Big Void Planet, surely Big Void Planet would be in the Midnight expansion, which is the whole Light and Void combat. And now we're going to Koresh. In the middle of War Within, when they have like 13 other plot hooks that involved going deeper into like the planet and like touching more on the World Soul, you know, in the World Soul Saga and the War Within, they have decided to take us to Koresh, to a void planet, where we will be fighting the Big Void Lord. Which makes me go, what the heck is the plan for Midnight if we're fighting Big freaking Void Lord in War Within? Instead of the Void expansion. Like, you're... Really? We're gonna defeat the Big Void Lord? Like, big evil Void Lord? In War Within. The thing that should be like the final patch of Midnight is War Within. Why is the expansion called War Within if there has been no War Within? Even Chris Metzen can't save the storyline of World of Warcraft. Like, I'm sorry, but it needs to just die. Shadowlands should have killed it. Because Warlords of Draenor was so bad. And Legion was okay. And then Battle for Azeroth pissed people off so bad that so many of them were like, if Shadowlands isn't good, that's gonna be it. And in fairness, a lot of people did stop playing during Shadowlands. They came over to FF14. And then all of them immediately fanboyed at the fact that Chris Metzen was coming back and all left Final Fantasy XIV. You know, the superior game. They all just went back to World of Warcraft. And I'm like, why? You left for a reason. You left because A, Blizzard was being a group of idiots. And still are. That part has not changed. Like, there's still a horrible, scamming, evil company. That part has not changed in the slightest bit, which was the main complaint. But Chris Metzen, though. You know, the guy that hasn't been part of World of Warcraft since, like, what, Mists of Pandaria? Like, I think that was one of the last expansions that he, like, was, like, the main director on. So, like, he has no idea what's going on with the story to begin with. Like, they fricked his story that he had planned entirely up. You know? It's like freaking bringing back J.J. Abrams for Star Wars Episode 9. After What's-His-Face that did 8 completely screwed everything up. Like, once it's screwed up, you can't fix it. It doesn't matter who you are. When somebody screws up that badly, there is no fixing that. It doesn't matter how good of a, like, creator, writer, whatever, that Chris Metzen is. The fact of the matter is that one person is not going to be able to save World of Warcraft. Like, especially with Blizzard being like, yes, we're working on this World Soul Saga. It's a story that will throw us into the next 20 years of World of Warcraft. I'm like, I mean, I guess people are gonna freaking fanboy that heavily, so you might as well. But there's no way you're getting World of Warcraft to last another 20 years. I'm sorry. Kitty? Yes, there are plenty of cats around the map here. Like, you know, apologies to, you know, everybody who doesn't care about World of Warcraft. Like, first off, good. We're finishing up. We have plenty of stone still, but to infuse the statue with some extra magic, we need Lunareth. Lunareth is created by taking lunacite shards and refining them in a gleam forge. Okay. So I need a gleam forge. Like, I know that probably most people who are watching this don't even care about World of Warcraft. But it just sucks because, like, some of my favorite YouTube creators or Twitch streamers, that, like, you know, that did do World of Warcraft stuff, but then moved to Final Fantasy XIV. Like, a lot of them were like, you know, freaking screw, freaking screw World of Warcraft because, like, the people working in the company are bad. And then, like, one guy comes back. And all of them are just like, oh, you know, I never actually hated World of Warcraft. I'm just like, freaking, it's so dumb. It does not let me rotate this. That's unfortunate. I'm trying to rotate the Gleam Forge, but it wasn't rotating. So lunacite shards. Into the Gleam Forge they go. Interestingly, I have, like, very little lunacite. So, I do have the refined silverite now. Here's some dark lunacite. I don't know. I actually don't know how to get the regular lunacite. Like, all I've picked up of lunacite lately has been the dark lunacite. I don't actually know where the lunacite ore is. So hopefully I have enough of it to make what I need. If not, hopefully somebody can tell me where the lunacite is. I mean, probably won't be in the stream. They'll probably end up being in the comments or something on the VOD. Or maybe I'll have to just ask in the Discord. But I don't actually know where the lunacite is. I wonder if it's something I can only collect at night. I mean, it would make sense. And, like, because I've been doing all my collecting during the day, I'm not finding it. Maybe I'll look around when night comes. And see if, like, there's any different, like, ore spots somewhere. Because I have no idea where to find the lunasite. That said, if you want to see a really bad game, look up the game Lunacy. The Game Grumps played through it, and it's not good. Like, it's a really bad game. But it's one of those games that's like so bad that it's amusing. You know? It's amusingly bad. Thought there was a rock there. Star pebble ore. It's, Lunacy is a very interesting game. It's about the moon. Sort of. It's about the city of moons. But only one person every 4 years may enter the city of moons. Any more than that, and everything becomes bad. And of course, you know, that's the plot of the game, is that it does. It goes bad because more than one person enters the city of moons. Oh, hello. Hello, Navi. Kind of hoping that, like, that if I'm collecting all of the stuff now, like the lunacite isn't like one of the ores, if you don't mine it, becomes lunacite during the night or something. You know? Hopefully it's just that I have to look during the night to find it. I'll have to look around during the night just to see if I see any sign of like different ore deposits. But I'll bet that that Gleam Forge is how I can turn the Outofboundium into something else. Because it's a crystal, so I'll probably be able to convert it into something else through the Gleam Forge. And it'll probably be worth more that way. All things considered, I also might want to get more I might want to get like another one of these, the jars. The Jamwim pot. That thing. That way I can make more of the jelly, since I'm actually selling it. Ha! I put it on the wall? That's funny. The Gleam Forge is actually special in that it has like a wall orientation. The others do not. Well, let's grab some azure berries. And make up some more azure berry jam. And we'll grab some silverite ore. And make up some more refined silverite. We will pay our bills. There's still plenty more like things that we can buy. Produce display double. Produce display single tall. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess if I had more produce that I was selling, I could think about that, but I don't right now. I need more daggers. Does not appear that I have any in there. So we'll buy a few of these. And I am running a little low on cash because I kind of overexerted. I mean, I bought the produce stalls that I then didn't do anything with. Like, I'd have more money if I hadn't done that. So, set more ghost berries up here. Nice thing about the produce that I'm just getting myself is that I don't have to buy more. You know, I can just pick it up and then sell it. So, like, it's all profit that way, is what I'm trying to say. Let's go ahead and grab this. Knowing that I can refine these, I think I want to sell something different there. Because I could probably get some, I could probably refine that into something that'll like sell way more. So I suppose we could sell what do I want to sell? Let's sell some dragon blood shards. Those sound nice. And once again, they are something that I can collect myself. So it's all profit that way. 1440. I think that's fine for now. Let's go ahead and open the store since we need money. Have a whopping 1 potion. This is literally the only potion I have in storage. Did it not buy the first one? Click both the health and... oh well. It's fine. Time to sell more stuff. That's it. I need a drink. By reaching over and grabbing my drink screwed up my avatar, so had to fix that. But yeah, like one thing I do like about this is you really are free to just like sell anything. Like I don't have to be selling any of the stuff I'm selling right now. 1988. So like if I wanted to, I could choose to sell other stuff, you know? You don't get penalized for not having something out on the shelf. Which is nice. Like, I could sell nothing but, like, potions if I wanted to, like, collect enough of them to sell. Exact change. I need more Bone Fang gauntlets. That said, I'm all for selling like all of these weapons and stuff. Like everything that I have currently that I'm selling is just kind of like what I feel like having out right now. Whoops, I had some ironclad blades already. It's fine. Nobody ever buys 4 swords. Whoops, 32. That said, if you look on 2 daggers and a sword, alright. If you look on the website, like the dev's website for this game, he has like a little FAQ. And one of the questions is like, what's the best way to like min-max the game? And his answer is, I'll let you figure that out. Because that's not the point of the game. So I'm not going to tell you. And I thought that was great. I was like, nice. Point of the game is for you to play and enjoy it, not to try to min-max everything. If you want to try to do that, go right ahead. But like, that's not the point of the game. So I'm not going to support that. Hey! Apparently I rolled a freaking nat 20 at some point. I totally missed it. I can never see the, like, last slot. Whoops. In, like, the swords and the daggers. And so I keep throwing the crate down to see if it's actually empty. See, this guy probably would have loved to have bought a bow. But I'm not selling bows. Not because I don't want to. Mostly I just don't have the space for, like, bows on top of everything else. But it's okay. We're making more money. And more money equals more space. Eventually. $30.48. I need some cave slimes. Should be, yeah, I was gonna say there should be some left after that. In fact, it looks like I had a couple already in there. Ooh, monk. I won't lie, that is one thing that annoys me about, like, D&D 5th edition. It's like there's a monk class, but there's no monk weapons. You know? Like, they don't give you, like, gauntlets for your monk. Or claws, or, you know, some kind of, like, fist weapon for the monk. You know, like you would want to have for a monk. Hello, I did not see you there. And that is everybody, I believe. So we've got 5 horse spud and 9 carrots. I was thinking maybe of switching out one of those for something else. That said, I'm not really selling a lot of the produce items. I don't feel like. I mean, don't get me wrong, these ones are all like stuff that like I'm getting for free, so it's all profit. I'll throw some nightshade. Nope, that is full. I did sell the dragon blood shards. Like, I sold quite a few of those. I do wonder, like, what is my highest, like, profit earning items? Like, am I really even making any money off of these slimes? I mean, I guess they're 39 cents each. I'm selling them for $1. People are buying them. But also, I mean, I think people are going to buy anything regardless. You know? Like, people will pick up anything that you put out as long as the price is right. I did not need these. I needed these. I do like that it lists like how much you have in like the bag versus how much is out. I am running a little low on the jellies. And I still have plenty of shards. Whew! That's a big crate. Oh my lord, there's only 4 per. That's crazy, dude. I would need a whole nother weapon rack to sell those. That said, it does look like there is some level of... Ha! Yep, the crate. Like, if I grab something, the crate changes size to accommodate whatever it is. That's funny. And I think I want to keep the carrots, because the goats like them. I would probably get goats that shop anyway, even if I didn't, but the goats seem to like them. So I'm gonna keep selling those for now. Let's see. So, are there any lunacite shards somewhere? Where did I put my boulder? I have a bad habit of leaving it in places that I wouldn't even think to look for it. Like right there. Just gonna look around a little bit. I missed a lot of stuff over here, it looks like. Ooh, the big crystal is glowing really bright right now. That said, that moon is really close. Like, that's a big moon. Wonder, like, there is what appears to be a moon cycle. I wonder if the moon cycle has anything to do with the lunacite. Oh, you came to see me during the night. That doesn't... You've never done that before. Oh, you're just mining the fern break that you left behind. Got it. Alright. Well, I don't see any new ore. I found stuff that I've missed, but I haven't found any new ore deposits. So I'm actually not sure where to find the lunacite. I don't even know where I found the lunacite to begin with, to be fair. Like the dark lunacite came from the unicorn that appeared. But I don't know where the normal lunacite comes from. I honestly don't even know where I found it to begin with. Like maybe there was a unicorn that did the lunacite as well. And it's just a rare event. There is the like unicorn that's out of bounds that's up there, but he's also out of bounds and doesn't do anything. At least not the few times I've interacted with him. Well, hopefully I have enough. Because I do not know where to get more if I don't. I'm legitimately not seeing it anywhere. Oh, hey, bear family. Bear family visiting the grave. I have no idea. I can only assume that maybe it comes from some kind of special event. And is not something that is normally spawned in the world. I definitely see nothing. Maple and Jasper. I don't know that I've ever seen them before. Probably have. I just don't remember. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that would indicate, lunacite ore, unfortunately. Oh, that's weird. In the third person, when you go up, the fairy lights go down. But in the first person, they don't. They just don't go up or down at all. But interesting. I doubt that there's anything special out of bounds other than Outofboundium. So I honestly have no idea. Where really to look for the lunacite. I think it might just be something that spawns at like special times or something. Might not be something that's normally around. Well, I tried to look for it. Hopefully I'll have enough. But I don't know. Because I don't know how much is going to get refined into what amount. I need 10 lunarith, and I'm going to assume that I'm probably going to get like 6 out of this. Maybe not even that much. Well, what can you do? I looked and I found nothing. Hi. Boy, you're big. Well, I think we see the mythical creature that spawned for us today. Cause, one, I don't see anything else, and two, he dare. And he big. He very big. Good Lord. Where did you come from? Well, we are at, we're fairly close to the 4-hour mark. We got 12 lunarith. Okay. So we can turn that in then. Okay. Cool. Here I was concerned for nothing then. I think we'll talk to the big turtle over there tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but next time I play. Cause he big. And also, you know, it saves at the end of each day. So even if we went and talked to him now, it wouldn't change anything. But he big and he there. So we'll go talk to him next time. Good Lord. He is absolutely massive, that one. Hey, I'm just hanging out here. Just hanging out in the water. Come on over. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and end it here. We can always try for other things next time. I don't know where I was trying to go with that. So doesn't look like any real changes to the castle have been made. Which is fine. I just was curious. Yeah. That's a great place for a bolt thrower. Just facing a rock. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe if you're on YouTube. Come check it out at twitch.tv/SereneInc, where I do stream these live. Can't make that jump all of a sudden. Ugh, I'm gliding without realizing. There we go. I needed to be up on the ballista was what the problem was. But yeah. Check the playlist if you want to see more. More of the VODs. And with that, I will hopefully see you all next time. So, see you later.